Welcome to Tiny Rex Tales, your portal to a world where the earth trembles under the weight of legends. Here, we go beyond the dust of fossils to breathe life into the lost giants of our planet. In a desolate landscape, the solitary paleontologist Joran tirelessly searches for the lingering whispers of time. Amidst the gloomy swamp, a thick mist blankets his lonely steps, where persistence is the only light guiding him deeper into the past. Suddenly, a strange object, shimmering in the weak dawn light, brings him to a halt. The weariness on his face gives way to intense curiosity and excitement. A fossil fragment, unlike anything he has ever seen, slowly emerges from beneath the damp mud. The moment his fingers touch that ancient surface, a surge of mysterious energy erupts brilliantly. A soothing blue light races along the fossil's veins, like an ancient heart awakening after millions of years of slumber within Mother Earth. The present world dissolves, surrendering to a magnificent vision of a lost era. A lush primeval forest appears, filled with giant ferns, where golden sunbeams pierce through the canopy, leading him into the very heart of the ancient wild. The earth begins to tremble violently under an unimaginable weight. A grand creature approaches, each footfall a testament to the raw power of nature. Its scale is so vast it leaves man feeling small and solitary before the endless flow of time. Emerging from the foliage is Pterax, a colossal sauropod, and the benevolent king of the ancient world. With its long neck reaching toward the heavens, it stands in quiet majesty, grazing on the canopy of giant trees, a vision of dignity beyond words. As if sensing the presence of a curious soul, Pterax quietly turns its head. In that wise and profound gaze, past and present suddenly collide. An invisible connection is forged, bridging millions of years between two different species. The vision fades, leaving Joran amidst the brilliant sunset of reality. He stands silhouetted against a fiery sky, holding the fossil tightly, the only key to history. He hasn't just found a treasure, he has truly touched the soul of the earth. The first giant awakens. The vision becomes clear as we are transported back to a lush prehistoric forest. Here, stone, a colossal dreadnoughtus, begins to awaken from the mists of time, marking the start of a majestic journey. Every movement of stone exudes a sense of deep peace and harmony. He observes his kingdom, where giant ferns and primeval vegetation blanket the path, creating a scene that is both magnificent and serene. The narrative focuses on the sheer immensity and hidden power of this giant. As his foot rises, the entire forest seems to hold its breath, waiting for the weight of history to descend upon the damp earth. Every footstep shakes the ground, echoing through the ancient valley. This impact is not merely a movement, but an assertion of stone's sovereign right within this untouched ecosystem. Sunbeams pierce through the ancient canopy, illuminating his rugged, stone-like skin. Stone moves like a traveling mountain, blending into the symphony of wind and ferns, an epic anthem of life. Under the golden light of an old era, stone appears as a divine creation. His existence is a testament to a time when immense size and absolute stillness lived together in perfect unity. His long neck reaches toward the heavens, seeking life from the tops of giant trees. Every ripple of muscle reveals an extraordinary strength hidden behind the calm gaze of the Jungle King. Stone enjoys nature's feast with unhurried grace. The harmony between the giant and the lush ferns paints a picture of the absolute balance found within the prehistoric world. Even his tail carries a sense of regal power, sweeping through the undergrowth like a living entity of its own. Stone's strength radiates to the very last inch of his colossal frame. As he steps into the cool water, stone creates ripples in time. The contact between his stone-like body and the clear stream creates a magnificent contrast between the ruggedness and softness of nature. Every small creature feels his presence through the shadows that envelop them. Stone is not just an individual, he is a sky that provides shelter for the tiny inhabitants of this ancient valley. Look upon the full scale of this greatness. Amidst the giant ferns and ancient trees, stone emerges as the soul of Mother Earth, eternal and unchanging against the shifts of time. Stillness settles over the lake, where stone's reflection shimmers like a work of art. A frozen moment in history, where magnificent beauty and absolute peace become one. Beneath the surface, his power remains undiminished. Every wading step stone takes stirs the secrets of the swamp, carrying the breath of a golden era that still shines bright. Every downward motion of the giant's neck carries an unbelievable fluidity. Stone controls his massive body with the precision of an artist, a perfect fusion of strength and grace. Every sip and every breath from stone is part of a grand anthem of life, an intimate moment that brings us closer to the heart of this gentle, prehistoric giant. As his head rises high, water falls like crystals from the past. Stone sheds his weariness, embracing new energy to continue his reign over the primeval valley. Stepping out of the river, his skin glistens as if plated in gold. Stone carries the moisture of life, striding back onto the damp earth, leaving behind indelible marks of his power. After a long journey, the giant prepares for rest. Slowly and deliberately, Stone lowers his colossal form, preparing for a long slumber in the heart of the ancient forest. From above, Stone now resembles a small mountain sinking into sleep. His deep, slow breaths create a sense of absolute peace that envelops the entire jungle. Let the giant rest in peace. The serenity on Stone's face is the conclusion to a long day of dominance, a moment of deep respect for a king resting in the embrace of Mother Earth. A tiny life alights upon the stone-like skin, a perfect contrast between fragility and immensity. Life continues, soft and silent, even upon the body of the sleeping giant. As the camera pulls away, Stone becomes a part of eternal nature once more. This image will endure as a reminder of a brilliant era and the harmonious existence of the greatest beings. Dance of the prehistoric era. The prehistoric world awakens in a breathtaking display of light and shadow. As the sun rises over the vast, untouched grasslands, a majestic era begins, painting a vivid portrait of a lost paradise where time itself seems to stand still. Kalashia leads her herd with a quiet, earth-shaking authority. These giants move like living mountains across the plains, their rhythmic procession a testament to the enduring power and serene harmony of the sauropod lineage. Every footfall is a profound declaration of strength. The sheer weight of these titans compresses the earth, reminding us that in this ancient world, even the simplest movement carries the force of 1,000 years. Reaching for the sky, Kalashia finds life among the ancient canopies. There is a delicate grace in her massive form, a peaceful interaction with the environment that sustains her colossal existence. High above, Arion glides through the golden air, a silent observer of the prehistoric world. His emerald and violet feathers catch the sun, embodying the perfect fusion of predatory power and avian grace. From Arion's perspective, the world is an endless tapestry of life. Below, the herd of sauropods flows across the landscape like a slow-moving river, a scene of profound vastness and ancient beauty. Even the smallest encounter holds a sense of magic. A dragonfly finds rest upon a giant, yet Kalashia remains unmoved. In this moment of shared tranquility, we see the fragile balance of a prehistoric morning. As the day draws to a close, the giants become silhouettes against the fire-tinted horizon. The epic scale of the herd serves as a final, majestic reminder of the grandeur that once defined our planet's wild soul. Night descends, and the air grows heavy with a new tension. The once peaceful forest is now a dark, eerie swamp, where glowing fungi provide the only light in an environment where something dangerous begins to stir. In the pitch-black shadows, a formidable presence emerges. A predator is born of the darkness, his luminous eyes opening with a chilling clarity. The cycle of life and death is about to take a dramatic turn. Venator moves with a liquid, predatory grace. He is the king of the night, a masterpiece of evolution designed for dominance. His flared nostrils catch the scent of the herd, signaling the start of the hunt. The stalker is as silent as the mist, Keeping low to the earth, Venator navigates the difficult terrain with calculated precision. Every step is a move in a lethal game where survival is the only prize. Bathed in cold moonlight, the herd rests, unaware of the lurking danger. The slow orbit of the camera mirrors the watchful gaze of a predator, highlighting the vulnerability that hides within such immense size. From the darkness of the ferns, Venator watches. He waits for the perfect moment to shatter the silence. The rhythmic twitch of his tail is the only sign of the growing intensity behind his patient observation. The target is locked. Behind those cold eyes lies a singular, terrifying focus. As his muscles tighten and a growl rumbles deep in his chest, the fragile balance of the night reaches its breaking point. Crouching in the shadows, the air crackles with potential energy. Venator is a coiled spring, his deep breaths preparing him for the explosive burst of speed that will define the coming moments. The silence is shattered. Venator charges with earth-shaking power, a blur of motion through the primeval woods. He is a force of nature, unstoppable, and driven by the primal urge to survive and conquer. Panic erupts within the herd. The tranquility of the night is replaced by utter chaos as the giants stampede in all directions. Alarm calls echo through the ferns, a frantic song of fear and confusion. In the midst of the storm, Calatia stands her ground. Her deafening bellow is a shield for her herd, her massive strength a barrier against the darkness. She is the steadfast guardian of her kind. A silent standoff between two titans. Aggression meets resolve in a communication that transcends language. In this intense gaze, the ancient cycle of life and death is held in a breathless, static tension. The predator retreats. Faced with unyielding strength, Venator melts back into the shadows of the swamp. Peace returns to the plains, leaving the lone defender standing tall against the receding darkness. Dawn brings a renewed sense of tranquility. The herd is calm once more, illuminated by the soft light of a new day. The vastness of their world is restored, and the delicate balance remains intact. Standing against the glorious sunrise, Calatia remains a monument to endurance. As Aryan circles above, we witness the eternal cycle of the prehistoric soul, a masterpiece of life, beauty, and survival. The fall of the kings. The story begins as the atmosphere suddenly turns somber, signaling an impending catastrophe. A fiery meteor tears through the night sky, followed by colossal dust clouds that devour the sun, and violent volcanic eruptions, plunging the world into lava and ash. Great dinosaur species, such as Vastus, Aquad, Ferox, Terra, and Altus, gaze at the changes in confusion and terror. Gradually, their vitality withers before the harshness of this new environment. Their final moments are portrayed with deep compassion and stillness. There is no violence, only the fading of a great era, as the world sinks deep into darkness and eternal cold. The story begins as the air turns heavy and dim, a herald of the disaster to come. A blazing meteor strikes the heavens, bringing forth massive debris clouds that swallow the daylight and ignite the earth. The titans of the earth Vastus, Aquad, Ferox, Terra, and Altus watch the sky shift with rising panic. Bit by bit, their strength fails against the cruelty of an unforgiving new world, drowning the world in molten stone and gray soot. These final hours are captured in a haunting silence, marking the quiet end of a magnificent age. As warmth flees the planet, slowly, their life force ebbs away under the strain of the shifting climate. The world descends into a sunless void, and a winter that will never end. Vastus, Aquad, Ferox, Terra, and Altus witness the end of their reign in dazed fear. Their closing moments are etched in a profound, sorrowful grace. The atmosphere grows oppressive, warning of the coming extinction. Ash drifts down like gray snow, blanketing the ancient ferns and the last remnants of life. Vitality drains from the land as the sun becomes a mere ghost behind a shroud of dust, leaving the world to surrender to a permanent shadow. Vastus wanders in hopelessness, its massive legs sinking into the layers of ash. Its life is flickering out with every shallow breath. Ferox, once the king of the jungle, now bows to the harshness of nature. Its eyes no longer burn with the fire of the hunt, only with an ultimate weariness. Searing lava consumes the ancient ferns, turning all to dust. This silent destruction moves forward, an unstoppable force claiming the earth. A quad struggles to drag its heavy body through the thick sludge. Every breath is a battle as the darkness begins to claim the final sparks of life. Altus loses its footing, its colossal frame collapsing onto the ash-strewn earth. A magnificent era is closing in a terrifyingly quiet transition. The final footsteps of Terra leave deep impressions in the thick ash. The giant comes to a halt, finishing its epic journey through time. In the eyes of Ferox, life is retreating. A single speck of ash falls, marking the final moment of a legend's end. Vastus gently lays down, exhaling its last breath among the ancient trees. An eternal rest begins within the embrace of the earth. Altus falls completely. No more roars, no more fury. Only a heavy silence remains to blanket the gloomy swamp. Ash covers the remains of a quad. The age of giants has truly faded into the void of history. Terra closes its eyes for the last time, finding peace in the shadows. A tragic yet quiet end for a truly majestic creature. The final king has fallen. A last breath vanishes into the frigid air, leaving behind a world that is desolate and alone. The world sinks into darkness and eternal cold. A great era has ended, giving way to the absolute silence of time. Thank you for watching. If you found this content valuable, please consider subscribing and sharing your thoughts in the comment section. We appreciate your support.